¿Y por qué?
Why is it that gold has historically been chosen until now, until practically the last second in history, when the state has violently expropriated it from us, and we will see the effects of this? Why has gold been money par excellence as a result of a spontaneous process? It is my wish, and I think this should be one of the great contributions of this course, that you have or acquire admiration, a taste, a love for gold, that you become what Americans call a gold bug. There is nothing better than gold. The truth is that to a greater or a lesser extent, from the time we are small, and without realizing it, we all learn to respect and value gold. When we want to show our love or affection, we give the person we love a gold ring or medallion. I love you more today than yesterday, but less than tomorrow. If we complete 25 years of service to our company, we receive a gold watch. Gold is what we value most. So, despite all the effort public authorities and statists have made to expropriate our private money, they have not managed to do away with even this atavistic attraction gold exerts on us. And why? Why has gold been chosen throughout history as money par excellence? Well, it is easy to explain or account for, especially a posteriori. To begin with, gold is relatively scarce. In other words, to get this ounce, it was necessary to extract from a mine hundreds of meters deep many tons of earth to find a number of small pips to melt and produce gold. Gold is relatively scarce, and thus, by the law of marginal utility, it is of relatively high value. To give you an idea, the entire world stock of gold would fit into 3 Olympic-sized swimming pools. All of the gold in the world. So, consequently, we could say, and in fact Menger does, though it is not a very scientific nor a completely accurate way of putting it, that gold fulfills its function very well as a medium of exchange because it is a great store of value. A small amount of gold can be exchanged for many goods and services. Just to give you an idea, Philippe, you're an expert on this. What is this morning's price for an ounce of gold in dollars? Or at least, what might it be? 1,000? 100? Less, around $1,090 an ounce. That is a little over 600 euros. So, to give you a rough idea, this troy ounce of gold in my hand is worth more on the market today than this whole bundle of bills. It is a significant store of value, and therefore it is very useful in exchanges. Imagine you are going to buy a car. So, how many thousands of euros does the car cost? Let's say it costs 20,000 euros. Well then, with 30 or 40 gold coins, you can buy the car. Now, what if you had to pay in head of livestock? Just imagine the commotion. Or if you had to pay in wheat. Or if you had to pay in cocoa beans. So to begin with, gold is a great store of value because it is relatively scarce. However, gold has other characteristics. For example, it is very homogeneous. That is, it is really easy to determine its assay value. Every part of gold is comparable with every other, which is important. It is not the case with other potential media of exchange. Imagine we are going to pay in head of livestock. Well, it turns out one sheep is skinnier than the other. One has rotten teeth, and the other does not. So, how do we assess the value? We spend hours and hours saying, this one, yes, that one, no. Wasting time. In contrast, with gold, we show up, weigh the 30 coins, and that's it. We make the transaction, and we are done. So, not only is gold a great store of value, but it is also a very homogeneous good. If in the exchange we have to concern ourselves about whether or not the batch of wheat has been favorably affected by the hummus, or whether the cocoa is of higher or lower quality, we are wasting time and effort. Also, it is very easy to determine the assay value of gold, as I mentioned before. Gold is relatively soft. If you look at this coin, you will see that it is quite damaged at the edges, because each time I toss it up and it falls to the floor, notice the sound. Never forget the sound gold makes. It is damaged. It is dented. Not only is gold very homogeneous, but it is also really easy to determine its assay value. So that it will not be so soft, sometimes gold is alloyed with other metals, like copper, which gives us rose gold. In any case, real gold is yellow. Gold has yet another important characteristic. It is immutable. If you pay with head of livestock, the livestock will grow old, get sick and die. And you cannot keep wheat in a silo for a very long time, because the wheat will be damaged. However, gold is immutable. When a galleon is discovered and its treasures are found, it is only necessary to brush off anything that has adhered to the gold over those hundreds of years the ship was under water, and the gold will shine like before and regain its original elegance, because gold does not rust. Gold is immutable. Almost nothing attacks it, and all of these characteristics have come together to make gold mankind's chosen medium of exchange throughout history. Of course, we cannot categorically state that if we were successful in eliminating coercive state intervention in the institution of money, intervention which, as I have said, is very recent in history, then the evolutionary process would uphold gold forever and ever. What we can do is explain a posteriori why gold has been chosen, because in all likelihood, gold would be upheld for a long time, and would continue to be money par excellence. But we do not know. Imagine such a huge gold mine is discovered that the value of gold plummets, and gold ceases to be a significant store of value. Well then, perhaps the evolutionary process would move toward another monetary unit, for example, diamonds. But diamonds are more problematic. If a diamond has even a tiny defect, which is invisible to the naked eye, and can only be seen with a microscope, that is enough to cut the value in half. Think about that. So, in a free environment without coercive state intervention, it is difficult to imagine gold ceasing to be, at least in the foreseeable future, money par excellence, as it has been up to now, and gold is key. Take note, I put gold on the same level as such vital social institutions as the family. Gold is just as important, because when the currency is destroyed, the process of social cooperation, which consists of exchanges, is destroyed as well, and therefore civilization is placed in jeopardy. Gold is essential to our lives, like the institution of the family, and the rest of the social institutions we have mentioned. So, starting today, I hope you will admire, love, defend and fight for gold. Do not forget this lesson, because it is essential. Meanwhile, what is this? This is a piece of garbage. Look, you are not going to compare a disgusting piece of paper with a gold coin, are you? Nah, this is nothing. What is this? This is a sham. Here, take a look. Compare. You prefer the 5 euros? Right now, you prefer the 5 euros. What kind of brainwashing have the authorities subjected us to if we prefer a colourful piece of paper to a gold coin?